It took 6 videos, but we're finally talking about lesbians. Let's get it. I'm a little hopped up on Monster, so this is a bad video. You know why. I tweeted on the 9th of June, 2018. In Jolene, Dolly Parton shows a considerable amount of interest in the titular Jolene, much more so than in her man, who was never named. Parton flatters Jolene when describing her, and asserts that she can have any man that she wants. In this essay, I will show that Parton's fascination... I've tweeted worse things. But if you didn't catch it, the idea is that Dolly Parton, as presented in Jolene, is actually in love with Jolene. And at the time, it was mostly a joke, but I sort of stood by it. Have you heard that song? She's obsessed with Jolene. So, I want to get into that. Is the song Jolene gay?
Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene.
So this first verse is pretty damning. We're 30% through the song, and Parton has complimented Jolene's beauty, her hair, her eyes, her smile, and her voice. We've heard Jolene's name called 9 times now, and we still don't know Parton's man's name, let alone anything about him. It doesn't take a scholar to smell the lesbianism in the air. So, an initial reading of this might be, oh, she's upset because her man wants Jolene. Thus, she must want her man. Lesbianism cancelled. But the queer eye might have a different take. So if I had to explain this through a queer lens, I would say that Parton is brought to tears because the idea of her nameless man running off with Jolene, the apple of her eye, the love of her life, is distressing. It's unlikely that Parton would ever be able to live a long, happy life with Jolene, especially not in 1973 when the song was released. So it's not hard to imagine why the idea of her sleazy-ass man running off and getting to live that life with Jolene would reduce her to tears. An immediate reading of this verse could be that Jolene could very easily have Parton's man, and if that's what she wants, there's nothing Parton can really do about it. Parton's happiness literally rests in Jolene's decision. But it wouldn't be hard to extrapolate our lesbian theme to this verse. Jolene could just as readily decide that she wants to be with Parton. They could both eschew Mr. Nameless Man altogether. Jolene can make Parton truly happy with her decision. So, in the process of making this video, I looked at the lyrics and was pretty surprised to find that the lyrics could be read as both woman doesn't want other woman to take her man and woman wants other woman. It swings both ways, if you will. That's a bisexual joke. I'll explain it when you're older. But then two fucking lines killed the entire reading. But I would never love again. He's the only man for me, Jolene. And try as I might, I just could not spin this. All I wanted to do was break this song down and explain why it's about lesbian lust, but it just wasn't meant to be. He's the only man for me suggests that this man is someone special to her. He's not just some random placeholder in her life while she looks wistfully at Jolene. This man, nameless as he may be, means something to her. So we gotta rework the reading a little bit. Even taking this line into account, I still don't think Mr. Man is a super important player here. The song is still primarily about Jolene and Parton, and the relationship isn't one of love or even envy, really. I think Parton doesn't want to be with Jolene. Parton wants to be Jolene. Parton wants to be this gorgeous, picture-perfect image of a woman. She wants to be all the things that her man is lusting over. She wants it to be her name that her man is calling out in the night. She wants her man to want her. I think this song is about a woman who really loves her ain't shit ass man. She's pained over her man's attraction to another woman. The song's tone isn't angry. She's not mad at Jolene or her man or the situation. It's pleading. She's begging for the opportunity to be happy again. She loves her man so much, in spite of his clear attraction to another woman, that she wants to be that woman. So that was my hot take on a song that's like 46 years old. Yeah, no, when I set out to make this video, I was pretty sure I was going to be able to prove conclusively that the song was about lesbians. But then those two lines ruined everything, so we had to change course. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.